So I have a new snow goose lunch concept for you. Well, it's not new, but most of the younger generation waterfowlers look right past it. So here's the story. We strapped the sport dog collars on the dogs, we set out some decoys, we jumped in the blind and waited on those unsuspecting juvie snow geese in South Dakota. Here's Jason with Northern Skies Outfitters, absolutely just sawing holes in the sky with that Beretta. He has a Nordic Components extension tube on there. I don't think he knows how many shells he had in that gun, but I know exactly how many he was planning on using in this particular flock, and that was all of them. He ran her dry. Chopping holes in that flock with the black cloud, it worked. We knocked a few down for the dogs, Bella and Boone, and sent them on their way. They did all the work. We sat back and watched the show. Those two stars of the DRC Call Company have a litter on the way, and pup should be born around June. We're excited about that. Oh, the trophy shot, and they ended the day with a well-deserved snack, so congrats to the dogs. So back to our lunch. Now, before you go run your snow geese through a hitch deal or split the skin open on them, set down your blades and listen to this. I'm plucking the feathers off the breast. It sounds tedious, I get it. I had my doubts the first time my chef buddy Dano told me to do it this way, but I will say that you'll have the best luck with this method on snows, specks, cacklers, and ducks. The greater Canada geese, the big birds, they got such thick breasts and it's hard to get them to cook through on this particular method. So I'm plucking the feathers off the breast and getting them nice and clean. Here's a nice blue that's ready for the knife. After all the feathers are gone, I fillet the meat off the bone just like any other, making sure to keep the skin and the fat and the meat all connected. The skin-fat combo is going to add flavor and texture to the dish and provide protection from the frying pan or the grill when we go to cook them. I'm also going to harvest some of the fat from the pelvic region of the goose. That's where birds store a large portion of their fat, right on the south side of the intestines, if you catch my drift. So you just split the bird open and dig around in there. For this, you want to look for a bird that isn't shot up down there. So you make sure there's no BB tracks running through the guts. Sounds a little nasty, but it happens. We've all seen it. So you should be able to get about a half a cup of pure fat from a bird this size. It comes off in nice big chunks. You know, some more, some less. I've started the pan with a touch of bacon grease just to kind of help the fat render on low heat, and then I crank the heat up as I go. So while this is going on, I'm seasoning up the meat side of the breast. It's just simple barbecue rub, some salt and pepper, nothing special. And then once the oil's hot, I put them in there skin side down. I'll do about 90% of their cooking on this side. You want that skin to turn dark brown before you flip them. While they cooked, I juiced an orange and added some hot sauce and soy sauce to it. And I took the meat, placed it on a plate. Once it was done, covered it with tin foil, let it rest, and then I added the orange juice sauce to the pan. Turn the heat down to low, reduce that juice to a glaze, which basically just means to boil off some of the water. Nothing fancy. Goose will continue to cook after you take it out of the pan, so keep that in mind. If you slice it up and it's too rare, take those slices, just roll them around in the hot glaze in the pan. That'll work. It'll finish the cooking. Slice the goose, top it with some orange glaze, maybe some more hot sauce. Forget the potatoes because this is an all-meat lunch. Don't knock it before you try it. Let me know what you think. Here's some more footage of Jason just running through a half a box of Black Cloud at a time, because that just doesn't get old.
Come back around, watch. That single's gonna come back around.